All right, so here we are. We are here at the Rise Rooted in Love. And for the next 40 minutes, I'm going to share with you tools that will support you embodying peace and divine feminine power in turbulent times. How's that sound? One thumb up, two thumbs up, right? We're in this time. It's a really powerful, powerful time to be alive and to be awake and to be aware and to be a woman. To be a woman. So welcome, come on in, get yourself comfortable. And yes, please use the chat for communication, your thoughts, your ideas. So I created this because I'm aware that there's a lot of heaviness that people are feeling in the midst of some extraordinary changes. There's also a deep sense of uncertainty about, what's happening, what's next, what are we doing? Oh my God, this is great. Yay. Oh my gosh, this is not so. And we're in a time where there's wars, there's a revolution, there's, so we have life is in session. And in order to navigate these times and to activate your inner power, this session is here for you, this time together, this 40 minutes. So I want you to, for a moment, I want you to put your left hand on your heart and your right hand on your womb area, which is like right by the belly button. And close your eyes and move your awareness into your heart and simply breathe. Slowly in through your nose and out through your mouth. And allow an intention for this time together to rise up in your awareness. You may already have it. Your heart may already know. You can just breathe, allow your shoulders to soften, allow your heart to open. This time together is a reset, a return, a remembrance of who you are beneath the noise. Just feel yourself settling. Feel your nervous system regulating. And then very gently, just open your eyes and return back into this time and space. And I just want to see by comments in the chat, who's ready for a reset? Who's ready to remember who they are underneath all the noise? Yeah, thank you. Yes, beautiful. Okay, thank you. So, were you aware of an intention that rose up within you while you were sitting in the stillness? Oh, yes. If you are, put that in the comment box. Let me know what you would like to leave here with. What is your intention for being here? To release emotional overwhelm because you're feeling tender, fear about the world, fear about your health, feeling stretched, see truth, yes, revealed, longing for deeper connection. Let me check, settle any grief. Steady truth, beautiful, lovely. That's wonderful. Okay, thank you for sharing. So I want to start off by saying there's nothing wrong with you. It's understandable that you might be feeling a lot of different feelings. And I see someone leaning. Can you hear me okay? How's the volume? Good? Okay, great. So we're living in a time that is very volatile. It just is. And I don't imagine, to be perfectly frank with you, and as an intuitive, I don't imagine that these times, yes, are going to settle down. So The alternative is what? Either you stay unsettled or you find ways to manage and to hold your own while everything is going on around you. Because your peace, your inner peace, is not dependent on the outside world, notwithstanding that there might be things that happen. So, not denying, dismissing, or disregarding things that might happen, but your strength is in finding your own inner peace and to keep telling yourself, there's nothing wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm responding to a world, yes, a world out of balance. I can rise rooted. To love yourself, oftentimes the message is, oh, that's so indulgent, but it's not. To love yourself means you're opening yourself up to be a vessel for the divine. Because if you are created in the image, the likeness, and out of the stuff itself of this divine presence, to love yourself is honoring that you are 100% divine and 100% human. So you don't need to be, the Native Americans talk about speaking with forked tongue. You might hear some reference to you can't serve two masters, double-minded. The whole idea is that you have an opportunity before you in every moment to make a decision. Am I going to serve this, or am I going to serve this? Or am I going to go here? My invitation would be to go here. Move into your heart center. Withdraw from all the noise. Let it all, because it's going to keep happening. We are living in evolutionary, revolutionary times. And it is my sincere belief that each and every one of us chose to be here at this time because there was a call on our soul. Or we wouldn't be here. It's not here by accident. Nobody's a victim, right? We may experience some victimization. Today is Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday. God bless that soul who came in. Talk about volatility, right? I have been so, I have been so impacted by Martin Luther King Jr. personally, because in my family, my father-in-law was a civil rights leader who worked with Martin Luther King Jr. And so I feel the resonance of this great man and the work that he left behind, so that each and every person, black, white, any iteration, either we come together in peace or we perish. Right? The great Yeshua said, love thy neighbor as thyself. He didn't say, throw your life on the ground in service to your brother or sister, but do what is yours to do. Does that make sense? So, embodied peace practice. Plant your feet on the ground. You want to anchor in your body. Plant your feet on the ground. We're going to do what's called boxed breathing. Some people call it weighted breath, box breath, rhythmic breath. But to find your center, and we're going to do a count. I'm going to count you into breathe in through your nose for 6 counts, hold for 7, and then exhale for 8 counts. And we'll do a couple of rounds so that you can feel yourself. And I'm going to give you a visualization. So You can keep your eyes open or your eyes closed and put your hands on your heart. And then you have your feet on the ground. I want you to feel yourself sturdy. I want you to imagine as you bring your awareness to your heart center that you are actually right in between heaven and earth. And how will you know heaven? It will reveal itself through your heart center. That's how you know. So, breathing in for 6, hold for 7, exhale for 8 through your mouth. And breathing in for 6, hold for 7, exhale for 8. Breathing in for 6, hold for 7, exhale for 8. I want you to imagine at the very center of your being is this liquid golden white light. Think of it as this ribbon, but it's a big ribbon. It's a strong ribbon. You can shape it into even a ball. And as you breathe in, this light expands from your heart all the way up your torso into the top of your head and out through the top of your head to surround your body. And as you exhale, this ribbon of light is moving down your body, down your pelvis, and from your pelvic area, your womb area, seeing these roots, this golden white light just roots down into the center of the earth, carrying out of your body any tension, carrying out of your body any grievances you're holding. It's a continual flow, breathing in and breathing out. So you're breathing in this beautiful golden white light that just rises up and surrounds your body and beyond your body, and you're breathing out. And this beautiful golden white light just extends itself right into the center of the earth. And you can say to yourself, peace before me, peace behind me, peace within me, peace surrounds me. So you're breathing in this beautiful golden white light and you're exhaling this light. Feel this beautiful light as it just fills every cell, every ligament, every tissue, every organ, every bone, every joint, every marrow, just filling you with this golden white light. And then just moves down your body. And you see it going from your womb area into the earth to give you the roots. And then you see it moving down your legs and feet into the earth. So you are above you, below you, in front of you, behind you, completely saturated, permeated by this golden white light, rooted in the love, rooted in the light. And then gently opening your eyes, coming back into this moment, and know that at any time, wherever you are, you can put your hand on your heart and just feel yourself right back in that space, rooted, grounded, filled up, overflowing. Yes? Now, I want you to grab your journal And I'm going to ask you a question, and I'm going to give you a minute or two to just respond. What is one place in your life where anchoring peace would change everything? And I'll put that in the chat as well. And I'm adding these additional prompts. What is one place where anchoring self-love would change everything? And what is one place where anchoring forgiveness would change everything? Okay. I'll give you another minute. Thank you, Fernanda. It's interesting, Elaine. All right. So now, tool number 2, anchoring divine feminine power. There is a feminine power triad. Stillness. That's very funny. Randall. Well, what about this? So Randall wrote, for those that are listening, Randall wrote, I believe I might actually live to age 123 if I could master all of this. And I have an invitation. If you did that right now, just practiced, right? How would that be? Like on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you feel that would, I don't know, fulfill you, right? Because all we have is right here and right now. we never know what tomorrow is going to bring. And so many times we give our power away to the past or to the future. So we're not in the present, we're like straddling. That's why that heaven is at hand, right here. So the opportunity, quality of life, exactly, to be able to live fully in your day, which goes back to the very beginning, that there's nothing wrong with you. It's understandable that you're having these feelings that you're having in the midst of what seems like, oh, that's great. Oh, that's not great. So how do you access your divine feminine power, which is, it is the most regenerative power that has ever existed. Whether you have birthed a child or not, you have the capacity to bring forth life or not. And yet it seems like that very God-given, creator-given, intuitively given power of the feminine is made to be wrong. Some people covet it. Yes, it is a responsibility, but to whom much is given, much is required. It's not to make you feel bad. It's not to make anyone to feel pressured. My desire is to help you know what a gift you are. In all situations in your life, even the ones that didn't work out according to the way you wanted them. So the feminine power is stillness. One of them, the triad, stillness, inner authority, clear seeing, clear knowing, compassion, that soft strength, that healing experience. Creativity. A woman is always creating something. I'm not saying that men don't have that, because clearly they do, but that innate ability is creative. Create a garden, create a family, create a book, creating a meal, creating a movement. That's the feminine. So when you're in the stillness, you activate your intuition. Yes, you activate your intuition. You have, that is, I had a conversation with somebody about the whole idea of a mother's intuition. Anybody have a mother here? Just show me a show of hands. Yeah. Okay. Some in the chat. That's kind of a joke, because we all have mothers, right? So, because that's how we enter the world. We enter the world through a mother, through a woman. The earth is a woman. The sea is a woman. The moon, right? Our bodies respond to the tables of water. Even when you reach a time where you're no longer bleeding, you're still holding the wisdom. Each and every one of you is holding wisdom. So the difference is, when you access your divine feminine power, it's the difference between forced versus embodied. Power versus force. Performing strength versus rooted strength. Yes. Yes. Right? The difference between that rooted strength. We all know, has anybody here dealt with self-doubt? Mm-hmm. Right? Limiting thoughts. I'm not enough. It's not enough. It's it's too soon, it's too late. I'm too old, I'm too young, right? Too tall, too short, right? Too light, too dark. It's, you know, that constant being at war with oneself, right? It's like that's, and then you draw everything up within you to go forward. I'm going to do it. But the rooted strength, when you know that self-love is your gift, that intuition is one of your superpowers, that the creativity that allows you to create life or a new project, it's your essence. Yes, yes, compassion, empathy, all of that. Reacting is not divine feminine power, but it is a pathway to responding. Because when you have a reaction, that Zoom thing raises my hand. When you have a reaction, you're in your reptilian brain. You're not in your intuition. You're not even in the executive functioning of your brain. Your amygdala, you flipped your lid. The amygdala in the middle of your brain, like the alarm center. So divine feminine power is the ability to move into your heart, move into that stillness, seek your own counsel, and then respond. There's this whole pattern, this whole school of thought called human design. And it assesses your birth date, and it's a combination of astrology and sacred geometry and all this. There are some people that have a human design that's called wait until you respond. Other people move forward. Some people just have to wait. And there's nothing wrong with that. Just like there's multiple intelligences. How you respond to something is based on your awareness of yourself. That's why reacting, unless you are truly in some kind of dangerous situation, reacting is from the reptilian brain, not the heart. So you have an opportunity to pause, take a pause, breathe, connect with your heart, go into your heart wisdom. What is trying to express in this moment? And then you can determine if that's what you want to do. But first, you want to access your divine feminine power. So take a moment, and I want you to write down, where have you been giving your power away? And where in life are you being asked to rise in love? And I'll put that in the chat as well. Where have you been giving your power away? And where is life asking you to rise in love? Just write down a few insights. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So now we're going to move on to tool number 3. Yes, absolutely. Thank you. Thank you all for sharing in the comments. And tool number 3 is opening to miracles. Yes. So miracles are shifts in perception, right? You can have a momentary, you see something different. And I really love forgiveness. I just taught my class, and I talked a lot about forgiveness, because when we're holding unforgiveness in our hearts, first of all, it's heavy and it keeps us in bondage, and it keeps us connected to somebody that we don't even want to be in relationship with. But we keep nursing a resentment towards somebody. There's an old joke that resentment is a drink of poison you pour for someone else that you drink yourself. And that's why in the word resentment, resentment. So for me, and what I'm sharing with you, is that when you can forgive, it's not condoning what somebody else did. It's not. It's freeing yourself from resending that toxic energy through your system over and over and over again. And listen, who hasn't had a good conversation with somebody who's not present with you? Anyone? Right? Just having this conversation, but it prevents you from accessing your divine power fully. It's a stepping stone on the way to freedom. When you start, I'm giving you this charge. When you start to have a conversation with somebody who's not physically present with you, that is an indication that you need to sit your butt down, get still, and write what is happening. Where am I giving my power away? And where am I being asked to rise in love? Because the miracle is when you have a shift in perception, when you can see this whole situation with different eyes. You see the person, you see the situation, don't condone it, but you see it, and then energy flows. You have a different experience of the energy, because all are called. Everyone is called to have a new experience, to have a higher walk, to have an elevation. Everyone's called, but few answer. Here's a way you can right now. You get to love yourself. You get to activate connection with your heart center, peace. You get to forgive, and you get to open to miracles. You know, part of the opening to miracles has to do with alignment. What I'm speaking about before is awareness, but alignment. When you raise your vibrational frequency, I don't know how many here have heard me talk about the frequency thermostat. Has anybody here heard me talk about that? Okay. So you know how they talk. I do a lot of work with emotional intelligence and regulation, and I talk about we each have a frequency thermostat, and I like to think of it as coming from your sacral area all the way up to right here, your heart center. Because you see, like the old school thermometers and the line would, do that. So as you raise your frequency, as you raise from that primitive reactivity to more of your heart center, by the time you get there, you have a miracle. You move and you raise your frequency and you align with that vibrational frequency, and you have a shift in circumstances, in relationships, and you didn't have to force anything. Remember, divine feminine power isn't forcing, it's allowing. And when you have that movement that happens, you're in alignment and you become more of a vessel through which the divine just pours itself through. So place your hand on your heart and close your eyes and bring your awareness to your heart center and ask your heart, and your heart will speak to you. Might have to take some practice, but it will speak to you. Where can I allow grace to enter today? And breathe into your heart as if your breath is an invitation to receive divine wisdom. Where can I allow grace to enter today? We're just going to do this for 60 seconds. And now you may come back in and open your eyes. I'm going to give you one simple miracle practice to use. 60 seconds. Stop. Put your hand on your heart. Or if you're in public and you don't want to do that, maybe you just want to put your hands on your arms or something. Breathe and ask your heart, what would love have me do? That's it. Is this helpful? Awesome. So glad. Beautiful. Awesome. Great. I'm really glad. I'm really glad that you're finding it helpful. Yes, you're so welcome. So I am planning a 5-day miracle walk, and there's no charge. Would it be helpful to have 5 days of a miracle walk with a daily practice, prayer and peace rituals, and strengthening your intuition so you can access? Yes. Okay, good. So if this is a value to you, would that be a value to just have 5 days where you do this miracle walk? You bring in when something that you want to work on, and we'll address that. I will help you to bring your focus to that, because it's just like the natural extension of doing this particular work. So you access your divine feminine power, something like that, so that you have this opportunity. Because again, miracles are everyday occurrences. You have wisdom. You already have wisdom within you. So a miracle walk is just going to help you access that. So if that would be helpful, just let me know in the chat and I'll make sure that you get information. Awesome. Okay, great. Beautiful. Beautiful. Love it. Yes. Okay, great. Wonderful. Thank you. I'm so glad. So glad. Okay. So before we close, it would be helpful for me to know, what is your takeaway from today? Is there a word, a phrase, something that you're leaving with to help you rise rooted in love? Release. Okay, great. Hope. You're welcome. Beautiful. Yeah, great. Lovely. Thank you. Yeah, slow down. You know, it's really interesting. I've been working with moms and women for 25 years. And when you say to a woman, you're so welcome. When you say to a woman, you gotta take it easy, gotta slow down. I've never seen anyone ramp it up. It's like this really interesting conundrum to me. It's like, okay, well, like take it easy. And it's this, I'm just so busy. There's so much to be done. Right? Women are I believe, the spiritual heart of the home, the heart, the hearth, like in this moment. And what I can tell you is that the irony is, when you slow down, you get more done. When you love yourself, there's more love. You're so welcome. So my invitation to you is to make sure that you have the recording to listen to it. But I want you to do this. Take moments to slow down. Take a moment to check in. What would love have me do? Am I giving my power away? Pause. Pause. What am I being asked to rise in love with? How? And we're going to just close with a really brief activation. Ready? Sound good? So I want you to just plant your feet on the ground and close your eyes and bring your awareness to your heart center. And I want you to feel yourself completely coming down from the divine source, flooded with this beacon of rose gold light. Coming down from the divine source, washing down your body and around your body. And I want you to imagine this light. It's absolutely unceasing, pouring forth, filling you up and flowing down your body and out of your feet into the center of the earth, going along your collarbones and down your shoulders and your upper arms, forearms, and out through your fingertips, down your torso, front of your torso, back of your torso, pelvic area, and at the root. I want you to imagine from your womb. Imagine your womb is the heart. And from your heart, again, imagine roots going into the earth. It's also going down your legs, so you're not excluding any part of your being. It's all holistic. And imagine light rising through your heart and the crown of your head. Field of divine love, a shield around you, above you, below you, front of you, behind you, either side. And I want you to hear these affirmations that are meant just for you. I am rooted. I am held. I am divinely guided, divinely protected. I am love. Just feel this being anchored in your heart, in your body. I am rooted. I am held. I am divinely guided. I am divinely protected. I am love. Just exhaling. And take a slow inhalation through your nose and out through your mouth. Grateful for this time together. Grateful for the divine expressing itself through each and every person. Blessing them as they return to the activities of their life, renewed, refreshed, reconnected, and realigned with their divine feminine power. Miracles unfold. Love, peace, joy bursts forth. And for this and so much more than words can say or eyes can see, I am so thankful. I simply allow these words to be, knowing it is done, knowing it is so, I say. And so it is. Amen, amen. Ashe, aho. Mm. So good to be with you. What a joy. Yes, lovely. So I wish you beautiful peace and divine feminine power. You're so welcome. And I'll make sure that you know where to sign up for the 5-day miracle walk. And if I can be of any service to you, thank you, Jennifer. If I can be of any service, if it would be of value to you, I'll make sure that you know how to connect with me. You're so, so, so welcome. All right. So, ready to rock and roll? All right, go get your groove on, and peace and richest blessings to you. Bye for now. Thank you.